Collective, it's happening. It's happening. Oh, look, y'all know it's important. If I come on here looking like this, it's important. It's happening, okay? It's happening. I don't want to like gas you up or anything, but have you noticed that something is now gone? Have you noticed that something is no longer in your environment anymore? Have you noticed that something, you now have all this newfound free time? And this is a very interesting message to come on here and relay, because what you have to understand is this: although things being taken from you is very sad indeed, but when something is removed, it makes room for something better. It makes room for something. But I want you to hold on to this as you're going through this transition, because even in the best of movies, they don't even start until the character goes through this shift, this transformation. Look, if y'all remember the movie Rango, I had a channel message surrounding this as well. But one of the things that he said before everything kicked off in his life, before he actually set out on his path, was a hero cannot exist in a vacuum. And then everything leading up to that, everything that happened, that transpired after he said that, was nothing short of fate and destiny. It's happening. I know that you don't want things to shift. I know that change is uncomfortable, but look, this is not a drill, collective. This is not a drill. This is legit. It's time. It's happening right now. Like right now. This is a present time message. When things get removed, it makes way for something. And I was very hesitant to come on here and create that message, because it's like, when you lose something good, for the better or whatever, it doesn't feel good. So I'm currently, just to be transparent, I'm sitting with that right now too. Losing something, regardless on what it is, whether it be a job, whether it be a person, whether it, it sucks in the moment. Nobody really wants to. But the older that I've gotten in my spiritual journey, the more I realize things like this is actually what kicks things off. And it's a very interesting concept as to how things start to transpire, because you never really know. In these moments, you don't know. Yeah, it's exciting, but there's still grief. There's still like some of you guys, it may have hit you blindside. Like, I didn't expect to wake up and, you know what I mean? Like, dang, this kind of sucks. But it also leaves room now for something new. I was talking to my brother the other day, and I was telling him, like, there are shifts in perspectives that actually start to occur if you remember your reference points. See, all the things that you go through, they give you new reference points to refer back to in moments like this. For example, when you went through your first heartbreak, right? That was terrible. That was traumatic. That was something that was hard to even get through. But then you went through another breakup or heartbreak after that. And you now have a new reference point to look back to regarding what happened the first time. The first time it happened, it hit, you sat with it, and you thought you were going to freaking die in the process, but you ended up getting up anyway. You ended up seeing the other side of it. You ended up living and breathing, and look at you. You thought that was going to take you out. But you learned something about that process through that reference point. You learned that heartbreak hurts. Breakups hurt. Separations hurt. Not being chosen, not being looked at, not getting what you think you wanted. It sucks. But you've gone through situations like this before that have taught you, like, although it sucks, getting to the other side of it, I've done. It hurts every time, you know? But it's like building a muscle. Eventually, you learn how to adapt. So when you get hit, you're not sitting down for it or being taken out so easily by it. You're not so easily swayed. It's because of those reference points that you now have. Every situation, every hardship that you went through, they create these reference points that you hold on to as you go through other things. For some of you guys, sure, it was a breakup. For some of you guys, it was a loss of a job. Whatever it is, it's still now a reference point. You're going to look back on even this situation and think to yourself, wow, like I handled that better than I thought. Not only did I handle it better, my recovery time from it was quicker than I thought. I got back up quicker. I thought about what I was going to do next better. It was almost like this particular time was the time that not only did I just go through something, I got through something. I got a chance to implement my faith. I got a chance to implement this newfound freedom. I know that it sucks, but think about what it's creating. Things that happen, they don't just happen by mistake. I know that things are hard. Okay, I get it. It's frustrating, and sometimes you go through moments where you don't know what the other side of it is going to look like. But I'm creating this message right now to the future version of you and the future version of me that has already made it to the other side. And I want you to understand something about this. I look like this. I'm sitting in the moment. But I have faith that this is what kicks off the newfound lifestyle that you deserve. I have faith for you. I prayed for you. I'm praying for you. This is what I'm going through. I'm willing to go through this if it means that on the other side of it, we don't go through this again. And we won't. We won't. This is a reference point. Something that you learn. Something that you grow through. But you've been through way too much to keep allowing things like this to just knock you completely off your rocker. See, what happens when you're learning to become a tree, the first thing that needs to be developed for a very healthy tree is the roots. And everything that you've gone through has created deep roots. Don't act like you're not so easily swayed anymore. Don't let even this take you out of the fact that you know, even on a soul level, I know that you're fighting it, I know that you're resisting it, but you know on a deep level that this is exactly what you needed. Your time there was up, and you knew it. You know that. Deep down, you know that. Your time there was up. Your time there with them was up. They're not it. You know it deep down. And you'll know it because there's a difference between triggering for the sake of growth and triggering for the sake of a reminder for you to you've already been here before and you don't need this. It's time to walk away. There are two different things, and you can feel the difference between the two. It's time. Your time there is up. You're needed elsewhere. That means that new beautiful things are going to happen now. New people that you meet, new situations. This is just some advice from your big sis, from where I am right now, talking to where you're going to end up. Everything's going to be okay. Trust me. Don't let this knock you off your rocker. You've gone through way too much to just be knocked out so easily. You're a warrior. But most importantly, you are who you are. Things happen. But that doesn't mean that you have to go with it. Things can change for the better. Entertain that more than you entertain your fears.